What is up, everybody? I am Cortland.
And I'm Justin.
And welcome to Better Off Reds, your weekly Reds talk show. We go live every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. on Facebook and YouTube. And all of the audio versions of the podcast go up later that same night. Also, be sure to check us out on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook and YouTube, and like and subscribe to all the pages.
Yes, please do.
What's up?
What's up, man? Oh, Clark's back.
Oh, is
Big win today. Clark, I don't know if you listened to last week's show or not. Which Kansas City were you in? I mean, really, there's only one we found out, right?
Yeah, I guess we figured out that we had no idea. And it's weird because I like history and stuff like that, and like government-based stuff. And Justin has a history, like 5 history degrees, and we didn't know that there was 2 Kansas cities.
He went to both of them.
Oh man!
Wow,
world traveler,
the legend Clark. 2 Kansas cities, Kansas and Missouri. I don't know if you listened to the show last week, Clark, but yeah, we spent a considerable amount of time discussing Kansas City.
Kansas cities,
not the baseball team, just
the
2 cities. Yeah, it was fun. How you been?
Good. How about you?
Pretty good. Clark said he was able to knock Kansas off his 50 states list. He has 19 to go.
Oh man, he's got quite a bit then.
Yeah, he whiz. Knocked out a bunch of these. Yeah. Pretty good, you said. Have you gone back to work yet?
No. Well, I went in this week to do a couple things, mainly for my master's stuff, but I go back Monday. It's our PD days start Monday, and then school starts Wednesday for us. So
sounds like
this
fun.
is it. Yep.
Clark has some opinions on the AL. Big AL matchup on Fox right now. The Field of Dreams game.
Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna pull that up. I forgot.
Yeah, the White Sox and the Yankees.
Dream in the making.
They announced before the game started that they're going to do it every year. So hopefully, maybe the Reds can get in on that action.
That'd be awesome.
Yep. Yeah, it'd be awesome, but that's something we'll probably never get tickets to.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. My dad is planning on going to the Field of Dreams. I think this year or next. He's going to go run a race in that state, and that is on the list to visit is the Field of Dreams.
Clark says we are both gentlemen and scholars.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, I've been good. Just working, living the dream. You know, I played a little bit of Madden today. The new Madden.
It's out?
It's on EA Play. If you have EA Play, you get the 10-hour trial. Yep. Pretty good. Pretty good. It was okay. It's pretty good. Better than last year's.
I've heard it's a lot better.
Yep. Let's jump into this show.
Okay.
All right. Oh, hang on. Clark says it does piss him off that the Reds were not in this game. The Field of Dreams game, they'll get their turn, hopefully, soon, maybe next year. It would be cool if they would do the Reds.
Just do some real down home teams. I mean, because that's kind of the whole point of Field of Dreams is like if you build it, they will come. And it's a guy in the middle of a cornfield. So I feel the Reds kind of already are that team. They're kind of in the middle of a cornfield almost. I bet Kansas City is really in the middle of a cornfield, or Kansas City's.
The 1919 World Series that the Sox were in it, we should be. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. I agree. Let's talk about the roller coaster that is the Cincinnati Reds.
Yeah, for sure. Even today. Oh my gosh, it was such an exciting day today.
Well, roller coasters, you go up, right? And then you go down. And we were down, right? Today was us going back up.
Yeah.
So we did this, then we did this. Now we're doing this again. And if those of you just listening to this on a podcasting app, I'm sorry. I did the roller coaster motion
up and down
with my hands.
Up and down and up.
Yeah. Let's talk about the Pirates and Reds. So you predicted this.
I did.
What did you say? You said they were going to do what?
They swept.
They did sweep.
But it was a AAA team. So, I mean, we'll take the wins, but
I just now realized we were way too close to the screen. I was like, something's not right.
I normally see my sign in the back.
I was just really up close and personal. And I was like, nope, can't have that. I'm going to throw you over to this side. I feel like I'm always on that side.
Okay.
Yeah.
I apologize to anybody if you hear me clearing my throat. They are redoing our landscaping, and also too, the hot weather has really just been messing with my sinuses. So I apologize if you hear clearing my throat. I try not to do it into the mic. Sometimes I don't catch myself though. So apologies in advance for that.
Clark, Kansas City is in the middle of a cornfield. I need toothpicks to keep my eyes, or toothpicks in my eyes to keep them open to drive. Oof. Ouch. So let's talk about this Pirates series. You want to talk about it?
Yep. So as I said, the Reds would sweep the Pirates, and they did. So they won game 1. I'm assuming that's what that means.
What? Oh yeah, but you know they won because it's a sweep.
Yeah, I know. I just was making sure it's the right game with the pitchers.
Taking on my notes.
One game won 7-4 with Sonny Gray on the mound, and everybody that had homers in that game were India, Suarez, and Votto. So then the game after, the Reds shut them out 10-0 with good old Wade Miley on the mound, and we also had homers again from India, Winker, and Barnhart. Moose comes back. This is his first full game back. He goes 3 for 4 with 2 runs and 2 RBIs, and I'm pretty sure all 3 were doubles. So it was amazing. It was, he was kind of in a slump going into his injury, not doing too great, but to come back with 3 doubles is just awesome. So this continues. We continue to pile it on the Pirates with an 11-3 game 3 victory behind Gutierrez on the mound, and then Castellanos, Winker, and Votto homer, and just a good overall offensive game like the one before that. So we go from 10-0 to 11-3. Bats are moving, really moving. And then we get to game 4, and it was a little less exciting. I got a bobblehead from game 4 from my cousin. So shout out to Corey Cox and his friends that are Pirates fans that didn't want their bobblehead. So
what bobblehead was it?
It's the Gapper bobblehead, and it's
nice.
It's a belly. His belly bobbles, not his head.
Oh, I don't think I like that.
So we win this game 3-2 with Tyler Malley on the mound. No homers, but we get solid production from Winker, Votto, Stevenson, Farmer, and Castellanos. Everybody did their part to get this 1-run win to sweep the Pirates. And like Clark said earlier, it was a Pirates bye week. So, yeah.
I mean, we've said it once, we said it again. Pirates are borderline AAA team at this point. In fact, I would argue that there are some AAA teams that would beat them right now. Maybe most.
Yeah,
they're just not good. You know who else isn't good? The Cubs.
Oh my gosh! Did you see the score today?
Yeah, like 15-4, I think.
It was ended up being 17-4.
Oh shoot!
Yeah.
God bless. Yeah, Cubs are bad. They're like 2 for 11 since the trade deadline, I think.
I mean, I guess it's expected, but gosh, it's never fun to get.
They might sink below the Pirates when it's all said and done.
That is true.
They could. I think the Pirates might be a better team.
It'll be a dogfight for dead last.
Yeah, get that pick.
So what happens? We get this sweep. Then where do we go?
Well, after sweep the Pirates, and you're talking about just a complete offensive onslaught and a pretty decent pitching performance all around. Scrubs go down faster than the Titanic. Love it. That's from Clark. Not I wasn't making Titanic jokes. Clark was. Yeah, so they sweep the Pirates. Just a good overall team wins. Things are clicking. They're going to Cleveland to finish off the Battle of Ohio, and to hopefully win that series. And Shane Bieber wasn't on the mound. No, I actually don't remember who was pitching that game. Do you?
Don't, but it doesn't matter. I'll look it up, but it
Clark
does not
wants
matter.
to know if it's too soon to joke about the Titanic. Yes.
What are we?
No.
How many years is that? 109?
8, 9,
8?
10. I don't know. Math's hard.
Math is hard. We say that a lot on this show.
It is hard though, because it's true. Yeah, so they go into Cleveland. Cleveland's not doing so great either. I think they have a losing record. Some of their good players like Bieber's on the IL.
Yeah, and I think they're fighting for a place in kind of in the same situation. Their record's not as good, but I still think they have a chance.
To
However,
make the
it
wild
plays
card
out. Yeah,
or actually take the division. No, they can't
I
get
don't
close
think
to the
the
division.
division. No.
That's White Sox, I'm sure.
Yeah, so they have a chance to get in. I remember they were talking about it, and it's just they wanted it more. I guess they didn't have their ace on the mound, but it didn't matter.
It was a guy. Oh, what the heck? So they didn't really. They had a weird pitching thing going on for that game. They had one. Basically, I think they had what equates to 5 bullpen pitchers because 2 innings, 2 innings, 2 innings, 2 innings, and 1 inning. I actually didn't get to watch this game, so I don't
I
know.
didn't either.
Yeah.
And Garza is it? What's his first name?
Who?
Jose Garza.
Who are you talking about? Oh, that's the guy who got the win, but he pitched what looks like to be the 3rd inning and 4th inning.
Justin Garza.
Yeah. So I made I made a tweet. I tweeted. I made this tweet. I tweeted about Castillo because Castillo got rocked pretty hard in this one. 3 1/3, 7 hits, 8 runs, all earned, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts, gave up 2 homers. I made a joke, I guess you could say, in a tweet where I said that this game was originally supposed to be played back in May. Castillo was just going back to his May form when he was getting beat up pretty bad.
And fair, yeah.
Kind of helped ease the pain a little bit to see the Reds lose 9-3. Let's see here. Solid offense, though, from Votto, Stevenson, and Aquino. Just wasn't enough to win or really put runs on the board. They each had multiple hits. India had a hit. They just couldn't string them together consecutively to get runs on the board.
I'm going to say something.
Say it.
In the Pirates series, we discussed Moose going 3 for 4 with 3 doubles.
Yeah.
Then they decided to put
Gino
Suarez in the game. And I texted Justin. I was very upset.
You were?
I was very upset because it kind of started in the Pirates series with that 3-2 loss. We went from 10-0, 11-3 to 3-2 of a win. And even before that, 7-4, which I believe Gino was still in that game. But our production was just through the roof. And I'm not blaming. I mean, it's just a fan calling bad juju, I guess. But when they made that switch, why you make the switch going 3 for 4 with 3 doubles, 2 runs, 2 RBIs on a first game back blows my mind.
Yeah,
because Suarez is still I don't know. He was acting very emotional, like good emotional the other day, but he's not doing anything to show for it. I know he's getting a homer here and there, but like I don't understand the point of playing him. Is it a fan service thing? Is it a contract thing? Because we're paying Moose a decent amount of money too.
So let's go back. So for that Pittsburgh series, he was for August 5th. That was game 3. No. That was game 1.
The first game, yeah.
Yeah, sorry. He was 1 for 4. Then on game 4, he was 0 for 3 against the Indians. He was 0 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. Game 1 in Atlanta, 0 for 2 with 2 walks, which is good. 0 for 2 with 2 walks, that's good. Game 2, he was 1 for 5 with it was a double and an RBI, 2 strikeouts. Then today, 1 for 5 with a double and an RBI and a run scored.
That's
with 2 strikeouts.
Awful. That is absolutely terrible.
He has 142 strikeouts compared to 42 walks.
Man, dude. See, like, I don't know. Is it a fan service? Is it he's a clubhouse guy?
I do love
people
Suarez.
like him. I mean, yeah, I don't have anything wrong with his personality and what he brings to the fans, but I do when Clark agrees. Clark says he agrees on Suarez.
Sorry, I was alt tabbed out, so I was looking at it.
So you're good.
So Suarez currently is 4th in all of Major League Baseball. He's actually 2nd in the National League for strikeouts, but guess who's above him? Javier Baez. Matt Chapman has 142. Gallo has 148, So Chapman and Gallo both have 148. Baez 145. Suarez 42. Baez has only walked 17 times.
Jeez,
So that's bad.
um,
His batting average is like 70 points higher.
Right.
So
I was gonna say though, not so much Gallo.
what?
Gallo's kind of what Suarez used to be. It's Suarez is a power guy, and Gallo is the same kind. As long as he can, put the ball in play, he'll normally hit quite a bit of home runs, and that's why he was traded. Where'd he go? Yankees.
Yeah.
So I mean, they want that, and I think we could have got something for Suarez for that reason alone, and that's fine if he leaves. I know the Reds have a habit of getting rid of people and they turn into something for somebody else. I'm completely fine in that in the case of Suarez.
I don't want him to get rid of Suarez. No, I don't think you can get rid of Suarez. Hang on now, and I'm going to tell you why. He's having a bad year. We've seen this before. People have bad years. They can bounce back from it. They can. It's not always guaranteed that they will, but they can. Suarez is on a very team-friendly contract. He's making, compared to other third basemen, and keep in mind, he got this contract when he was freaking clobbering the ball and was playing really, really well. And I'm going to find out how much it is. It was a 6-year, $66 million contract. So he's going to make $11 million in 2022, 2023, 2024. Sure, if he doesn't turn it around, that's a bad deal. However, if he does turn it around, that's a great deal. Because you got to think, I mean, what potentially could be a great third baseman like he once was, is going to get more than that probably on the free agent market. So, I mean, I think Moose makes more than that. And yeah. I think last year Moose didn't do so well. I think Suarez probably still did worse, but no, I think Suarez is in his head. I really hope that as soon as the season's over, Joey Votto throws him in his trunk, drives him up to Canada, and they just hit all winter long. Let Votto kind of get into his head a little bit and coach him a little bit. I think he can. I think he can turn it around. I genuinely do. I mean, I don't think it's a guarantee. I think he's capable of it, though. I mean, we know what he's capable of, and I don't think anything major has changed. He lost a lot of weight, but I don't really think that would affect him. He's just swinging at bad pitches. I think he's just in his head. So I'm not ready to give up on Suarez.
I mean, that's fine. Like, it is completely fine to not get rid of him, but why put him in? Why put him in when the bats are hot? And because you can argue the fact, yeah, he has a team-friendly contract, but Moose is getting paid more money, but Moose is a true third baseman. That's why we brought him there. And Kyle Farmer is still doing what he's been doing for forever. And so is everybody else on the team. There's literally not a spot. It's like when Senzel comes back. Like, I know we've invested so much time into Senzel, but
I don't think Suarez should be an everyday player.
Right.
I mean, I know you're paying $11 million. Typically, you pay that much money to a starter, but I mean, he's not going to get us wins. I mean, I absolutely think he should be a bench bat. And he's the kind of guy that, maybe it's a tie game in the ninth. You bring him in, he might hit a home run or he might strike out on a pitch outside. I mean, you don't know what you're going to get, but you're probably going to get one of those two. And even though right now it might be trending towards the strikeout, I think he's still probably one of your better power bats. In fact, I think he might be leading the team in homers. Maybe Votto is now. I don't know, man. This team's hitting a bunch of bombs right now.
I'm sure Votto.
Suarez is third on the team in homers.
Votto and Winker?
Votto 25, Winker 24, Suarez 22, Castellanos 19. Who ends the year with more home runs, Suarez or Castellanos?
Ooh, is Castellanos just still kind of on a day-to-day basis?
I think he's hurt at the moment. He got hit by a pitch. I don't think they actually said he was hurt, did they?
I don't think so, because he was out today, and I just wasn't 100% sure.
Oh, he's dealing with a minor foot issue. I didn't have that in the injury report later. I'm going to tell you now he has a minor foot issue. X-rays were negative. He was available off the bench today if they needed him. And maybe I don't know.
If he gets back, Castellanos, I don't have a doubt in my mind, just with how Suarez's bat is. Because I know you're right. He's the guy. He's kind of like Aquino before Aquino started being more consistent and growing.
Yeah,
like you put Aquino in to get the homer, and he gets it, or he gets maybe a good shot, or he just strikes out because he's just swinging for the fences.
Clark also thinks it's Castellanos.
Yeah, I just think Castellanos' ability is much more well-rounded right now. I don't see it.
No, I agree with you. I think it's going to be Castellanos. I mean, the only reason Castellanos isn't ahead of him is because he missed so many games, I feel like,
Right.
with that injury, the broken hand.
But that I wanted to bring that up because the juju kind of started at the end of the Pirates series when we were destroying a team that we had no business being in games with, and we go 3-2 against them to take the last.
Yeah.
But then we walk into the Indians, who are sitting at 500, and we are, I believe, 7 games above it, and we just get absolutely smoked. So, yeah, I don't know. And like you said, you ran through the stats leading into the Braves, which that's the game I was referring to the other night. Suarez was very fired up about the game in general. So, I mean, that's good to see. He hasn't really did that all season, which was weird. So, I mean, maybe that's good. Maybe that's a trend upwards. But, man, golly, Neds, until the bat starts producing, I don't want to see him on the field. I really don't.
I'm going to make a prediction.
Okay.
I don't think this prediction's outlandish or anything. Reds aren't going to win the division.
Oh, no.
I just don't think there's any chance that they do.
Mhm.
I mean, it's 8-game difference right now. The Brewers aren't slowing down. Unless there's an injury to the Brewers, they're not going to win this division.
Yeah, I don't even know if that'll be enough because they're just lighting it up right now.
Yeah, I mean, they have some tough teams coming up, but I mean, the Brewers are playing like they're one of the best, like the best team in baseball.
Yeah.
So I don't really think that matters. I think the Dodgers are more worried about playing the Brewers, and the Brewers are playing the Dodgers.
Yeah, dude, they're 70 and 46 right now.
Yeah,
they are just rolling.
Yeah. As far as the wild card goes, I do think we'll get a wild card spot. I think we're probably going to get that spot that San Diego has. I mean, I think they just lost a game to Arizona. I mean,
oh wow,
yes. I mean,
yeah.
I think we will get the wild card. But I mean, if we do, yay, we could play San Francisco or something. I mean, it's still not going to be an ideal matchup.
But, hey, get in. That's kind of the goal. I mean,
yeah. Imagine though, if Milwaukee gets in, they have to play the Dodgers. I think if I'm looking at this right. I think if I'm looking at it right, I could be wrong. I'm kind of stupid when it comes to playoff seeding. So I'm just gonna stop talking about it. But yeah, I don't know, man. Oh, wait, hang on. I gotta look at what Clark has said here. Clark loves what Cortland is throwing tonight. You are on fire. He says complain and agree. I think he means completely agree though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he does. He followed up. And then agree got a bet on the wild card. Yeah, I just don't see the division happening.
No.
I'm
way past that. I'm way past that. I'll take a wild card into this into the playoffs and probably assume we're going to get swept. But if we can hit like we're hitting on the games that we are lighting it up, if Farmer stays hot, if Castellanos comes back, if they figure out the Moose thing and or Suarez gets hot in the very end of the season, I think we have a chance to beat anybody because that's the thing. You're right. The Brewers are just playing like they're the best team in baseball, but when we play them, that's normally not the case. Like we give them a very good run for their money almost every time we give them a game. So we can do it. I think the optimism's obviously there, but we have to hit at the exact right time.
So this is something interesting. Okay. The Brewers have a plus 116 run differential. The Reds have a plus 22 run differential. The Reds have almost 40 more runs scored than the Brewers do.
Wow, that's crazy.
But the Brewers have only allowed 427 runs, whereas the Reds have allowed 564. I mean,
that's still nuts. The fact that the differential is that high or different is crazy. That
we've allowed more runs than the Cubs.
Yeah. Well, that would do it.
And we're about 30 less than the Pirates.
Wow. Yeah. If that number wasn't that, then we would be neck and neck with them, if not above them. That's crazy.
I don't know, man. I hate to sound like I'm just a complaining fan all the time, but like, I really blame ownership. I mean, they made some moves at the deadline, but I just think it was too little too late. I think these moves should have been made earlier, off season, preferably.
Right. Because then, because we could have, what's it called? Monitored it or not monitored it. Shoot. What's the word? I'm trying to think of?
Manipulate.
Analyzed. We could analyze could have analyzed what we had, and then come trade deadline, we're like, all right, these guys didn't work out. What can we spend money on? But yeah, that's just not.
Clark's back in my corner now. Got him,
man.
Yeah, I don't know. It's frustrating to see this team that, I mean, the offense very clearly wants it.
Right.
And yeah, they made those moves at the trade deadline, and yeah, it was good. But then everyone, our direct competition, the Brewers, the Dodgers, the Padres, they all got better, and they all made bigger moves.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, if the Dodgers somehow don't make the postseason after acquiring Trey Turner and Max Scherzer, I mean, which I think they will, but I mean, baseball's weird, man. The fact that they're even in the wild card instead of securing the division is just nuts to me.
It's funny you say that, because no, I completely agree. I think that is a big part of it, because it was kind of like the facade of, well, yeah, we're going to make some moves. We got some moves to make, and we did it. Are you happy? And we were. I mean, we were happy when they did it, because they actually did something. But I wonder now, looking back, if they think maybe not this, well, history does not trend this direction. Maybe they're just holding off. If we can squeeze in this year, fine. But if we can pay the guys that we want to keep in the clubhouse come the end of the season, then worry about all of the major issues. I mean, they kind of put a Band-Aid over a stab wound kind of a thing. So it worked for a second, and it's still kind of helping, I guess, but not in the way that we needed it to. But maybe they're waiting to pay people, and then they'll do it.
Is Castellanos going to be in a Cincinnati Reds jersey on opening day 2022?
If my theory is correct, yes. I think that might be the biggest factor in all of it, is that they're wanting to keep him. But I don't know.
I don't think that's the biggest factor, man. I think when they traded Raisel Iglesias for nothing, I think old Bob Castellini was thinking, I'm going to save a couple $1 million.
Was Carl part of that? Was he there before that happened or after?
What?
Was the GM? Was he the one that
dealt with that? I think he came in before that. Yeah. I think maybe not. I can't remember.
I thought
but that wasn't probably his decision. I'd say Bob Castellini was like, hey, I need you to shave $12 million off the budget.
Right, but I don't know. That's just so hard, man. How could you run an organization and not play to win?
Well, I don't know. All right, let's move on to the Brave series. We kind of went off.
Yeah.
That wasn't even in the notes. That just came from the heart.
Yeah. All right. So Brave series, we're still in it. We were still in it as of today. The Reds lose game 1 by a score of 3-2. Sonny Gray pitched very well, only giving up 2, and Hembree would take the loss after giving up 1 run in the 6th. Only 4 hits. Why is Gino? Hey, yeah, Phil too young. I completely agree with you. You need to back up the episode a little bit and or re-listen to it later, and you can tweet at us or message us, because we're completely in agreement with that. At least I am, and Clark, not so much Justin.
No. I'm in agreement he shouldn't be playing. I'm in agreement he should be playing. Well, as a starter, I'm not in agreement that he should be cut like you are.
Yeah, I'm just ready to ship him, but neither here nor there at the moment. So Hembree took the loss with 1 run in the 6th, only 4 hits from the middle of the lineup, including a 2-run homer from Aquino, and former Red Adam Duvall would hit a 2-run homer of his own to tie the game, and then a bases loaded walk in the 6th would lose the game. So that was game 1. Game 2 goes into extra. Yeah, it was bad. I watched that one. It was rough.
Yeah.
Game 2 goes into extras. Atlanta jumps out to a 5-0 lead after 3 innings. Votto hits a 2-run homer. Suarez knocks in a run, and then Votto hits another 2-run homer to tie the game in the 9th to send it to extras. Kyle Farmer then singles and knocks Aquino in to take a 6-5 lead in the 11th inning. Ozzy Albies has other plans as he hits a 3-run bomb to win that game 8-6. Miley got beat up in this one after his pretty much flawless however many last starts. And he is the one being charged with 5 runs in this game. and Lucas Sims takes the loss. So the rest of the bullpen did pretty good in this game. Lorenzen almost got beat up, but he kind of worked out of it. So that's good, I guess. We're kind of letting guys work through some stuff. And two, he hasn't been back a lot. So I think that's going to happen as much as we don't need it to. So then we come to game 3, which was today. And
just ended right before we went live.
Yeah, the Reds win game 3, 11-3. So the bats absolutely take off again. Gutierrez goes 6 strong innings. India, Farmer, Naquin, and Stevenson all homer. Excuse me. And Winker hits a monster grand slam to get the Reds on the board, and every starter got on base. So
one thing I'll say,
yeah, I was gonna say all around good game.
Yeah, one thing I'll say about the Braves series, it sucks that they lost two games of the series, but they didn't get blown out.
Yeah,
they stayed in it each game, and really, I mean, the game 1, I know Clark said game 2 broke his heart, and it did. It broke mine too. But game 1, losing it by walking in a run in the 6th, like, come on, you got like 3 more innings to put something on the board, man. So yeah, that one hurt too. They both hurt. And there were games that they should have won. They were so close. I think that sucks more, honestly, than getting blown out because you can taste it, And Votto, man, hitting that 2-run homer in game 2 in the 9th to tie it up when I'm sure the team probably felt like they were done, but Votto didn't because that's probably the kind of guy I assume that he is. Just sucked. I mean, that they couldn't capitalize on that and win. I know they took the lead, but man, just sucks.
what a comeback. It never feels good to get a major comeback, being down 5-0 and bring it to extras and take the lead in extras just for it to end on a homer.
Yeah.
I would rather it be just a shot, just a bloop to center, rather than an absolute bomb. But I agree. I think the fact that we were able to stay in all of them, even the ones we lost, it speaks a lot to the ability of the team, and not to get blown out. Kind of like, because I was afraid after the Indians game, like, oh crap, we are going to go in and we are going.
That's a game that got blown out. I feel like that was a crappy game.
Yeah, I wasn't happy them going into Atlanta after that. But they showed up. They showed up and tried, and then just absolutely dominated today. But yeah, what about around the division? We've kind of hit on this already, but do you want to take it? You want me to take it?
Oh, I'll take it. I've never done this one before.
Yeah.
All right, so the Brewers are 69. These are all scores from before today's game, so I think this is a little different. But the Brewers, when I wrote these notes, were 69-46. They have an 8-game lead on first. They're 7-3 over their last 10. They take on the Pirates this week, so they're probably going to add 3 more wins to that record. The Cardinals, 57-56, third place. They're 5-5 over their last 10. They take on the Royals this weekend. The Cubs, bad news, 52-64. They're 1-9 in their last 10, which now they're actually 0-10 in their last 10 after they got just completely bamboozled by the whatchamacallits. Actually, the game's not over yet, I don't think. Is it?
No, it's over. 17-4.
Never mind. They're still 1-9 in their last 10. I'm stupid when it comes to math, guys. You guys know that, and just numbers in general.
We need to make shirts with that on it. That could be your catchphrase.
Says what I'm stupid with math.
Math is hard.
Math is hard. It is. that one presidential candidate, Andrew Yang, always had the hat that said math on it. I need to get one just right. Is hard. Underneath it. I'll just wear that. Yeah. Let's see here. I said the Cubs. They take on the Marlins this weekend, and then the Pirates are 41-73. They're also 1-9 over their last 10, and they will take on the Brewers. They're going to get destroyed.
Yeah.
I'll jump into, numbers are confusing, Clark says. They are. I hate them. We should just use words. That doesn't make sense. But injury updates. You want to do this one or you want me to take it?
You can take it. You're pretty good with the injuries because you know who everybody is and where they're at.
Right. Let me get the mic real close here. All right, you guys listening? We're going to talk about some injuries. No, I'm going to push back. Everyone's favorite bullpen arm, Alex Blandino,
Yep.
He's been activated from the 60-day IL and optioned to AAA. Barack was placed on the 10-day IL with a right shoulder impingement. Ouch.
Ooh. Yeah, that doesn't sound fun.
I mean, it probably. I'm not going to say this, but the timing of him getting hurt at the same time, I think Sims came off the IL. I think it may have been one of those. We want to keep you around a little longer. Maybe that shoulder hurts, but I mean, it might be. It might be hurt. I don't want. If it's hurt, I don't want to say anything. So I'll just rewind it. Take that back. TJ Antone has begun his rehab assignment, and Nick Senzel continues his rehab assignment. David Bell says he is, quote, getting really close to returning, unlike his last remark with his time is coming to an end.
Yeah.
AAA. He has been playing a little bit of shortstop, that position that Kyle Farmer plays now and does it really well.
Yeah, he does it really well. Yeah, I had somebody mention to me the other day, they think Farmer's the guy, and I mean, I'm not inclined to disagree with him. I really do feel
long term.
I mean, why not?
What about Jose Barrero?
Yeah, but again, he's got to come up and he's got to do it. How many times have we had people come up and Nick Senzel not really turn into what we thought they would, and with a ton more hype than.
If you Google Jose Barrero right now, the top news story from CBS Sports, Reds, Jose Barrero, even better since promotion. He got promoted to AAA. Mm-hmm. Let's see here. He is hitting .299 with 9 homers, 7 steals, 30 RBI, and 23 runs scored in just 36 games at AAA Louisville.
That's good.
That's amazing. Yeah.
We also said Nick Senzel was a 5-tool player that could be just as good as.
I missed that comment from Clark. Rude, by the way.
His injuries, not numbers.
And Farmer is the guy until he.
I agree.
Otherwise, he's earned it.
Because that's the thing. We thought, Justin specifically, thought that Senzel could maybe potentially be the next Mike Trout. I believe he said.
I did not say that. Are you kidding me? I've never in my life said that.
You told me.
I did not say that.
You said he is a 5-tool player.
No, he's never really had a power tool. You're getting me mixed up with someone else, Cortland.
You told me that. No, you told me that.
Someone else told you this. I've never said this.
Anybody else I ever talked about the Reds? So
not me. Probably your dad. Your dad talks the Reds with you, doesn't he?
He does, but I don't think he knows who Nick Senzel is.
Well, anyway. I assure you, I've never in my life said that.
You were very hyped on him.
I mean, he's a prospect. He was a highly touted prospect. Yeah. I mean, I never once said he was the next Mike Trout. I should be banned from all baseball stadiums for saying that if I did, and I didn't say it.
You did.
I didn't. I promise.
But anyways,
gosh, troll.
He doesn't have a power element. He has an injury element.
That's the fifth tool.
That's the fifth tool.
It sucks though because I feel like he gets hurt a lot.
Yeah.
He gets hurt though, going for plays though.
He does, but again, when he does it, I think somebody like any of us that played baseball in high school, I think we could dive or go for a ball a little bit more gracefully, being out of the game for 10 years than some of the balls that he goes for. Man, he just belly flops for these.
If I dove for a ball right now, I would be dead. I would crack my sternum and I would die.
But look at Shogo. Look at Shogo's ability to field the ball. I mean, he does it in a way that he doesn't really get hurt, and Senzel's just kind of the opposite. I thought this year might have been different. I was very hyped, but it wasn't, man. And he's just been out for forever. But
he was my pick of the year to be that breakout Red. Yours was India, man. You called it.
Woo! Yeah, he's my boy.
You called it, man. But then you also said Votto's going to hit 50 homers, which I guess maybe he could at this point.
He could. I said he's going to bat 350. He's not there, but
he won't bat 350. But he's hitting for power now, man.
But anyways, I don't want Senzel coming up and taking any time away from Farmer until Farmer just absolutely craps the bed. And I don't even know what that looks like because, like we've talked about, Suarez has crapped the bed pretty much all season, and we still let him play. So why not? Why not?
Well, you can't option him to AAA. He's out of options, so he has to stay with the team, or else you lose him forever.
Lose him forever. I don't care.
Then they have to pay his $11 million.
Pay it. I don't care.
What? No, you're talking about a team too cheap to keep their bullpen arms around in the offseason. They're going to throw $11 million away?
Well,
no. No.
They got rid of that 12 million quick.
Yeah. Jeez. They got rid of that 12 million so they could throw away Suarez's 11 million.
Yep.
No, they didn't do that.
But anyways,
sheesh.
I do not want anybody taking time away from Kyle Farmer at all. I think he could be. I agree. I think he could be the guy. Why not? Why not? And give him a contract.
Clark's like ready to kill Suarez. It sounds like
He is, man.
He's
I mean,
like he
we're
needs
right
to get.
there. He's a good guy, but golly,
I love Suarez.
Why not? Why not give Farmer? Let him be the guy and give him a contract that's not going to freaking break the bank. We can actually pay somebody that produces rather than paying somebody that doesn't produce.
Clark, pony up some money and buy some more relievers, man.
Yeah.
Don't pay off Suarez. All right, let's get into our favorite segment. Weekly awards. I don't know why we decided to do the do-do-dos. I'll go first. Play of the week. Joseph Daniel Votto banging his way to 2 home runs last night, including one that kept the Reds in the game. Joey Votto deserves better.
He does.
Yeah. So does Nick Castellanos. I know he's only been in the team 2 years, but man, that guy, he deserves better.
He rakes. My play of the week, excuse me, it goes to, because I have a different pitcher of the week, it goes to Wade Miley's 10-0 win against the Pirates. I just thought that was a very great performance. He keeps doing amazing, except against the Braves game. But before that happened, he was going to be my guy no matter what, because he just came out and rocked it. So, Wade Miley, you get my play of the week for all of the plays that you made against the Pirates.
Clark wants to know how many Skyline dogs he has to buy for Bob Castellini to spend some money.
Does he own Skyline? He should.
I don't think he owns Skyline, no, but
what does he own? I'm going to look that up as we're continuing. I know, but like, what else? What are his other capital ventures?
What are his other monetary investments? My hitter of the week, you guessed it, Joseph Daniel Votto. Close out NFL preseason. Had to get that back. Joey Votto batting 407 this week. That's just from the last episode of this one. 407 with 4 homers and 11 RBI. And I challenge you to come up with a better hitter in baseball right now. And if you actually have one numbers wise that I'm not thinking of, don't tell me.
I don't
care.
Because other than Ohtani, Votto in the month, since the All-Star break, Votto has the second highest home run to at-bat ratio behind Ohtani, who is sub 10 at-bats per home run. Votto is 12.4 at-bats per home run right now, and he has the most home runs since the All-Star break in all of Major League Baseball at the moment. He's just absolutely killing it. He's the 12.4 at-bats per home run is the best he has ever had in his entire career. 2020 was his 4th best, and I believe 11 and 12 were his 3rd and 2nd, and he's just been absolutely crushing it. So, I would love to pick Joey Votto, but I'm not going to, because I'm going to pick my boy. Do you know who?
Your boy, probably the guy you called the next Mike Trout, Nixon Zone?
No. Wrong. It's Jonathan India. His average has dipped a little bit in the last 7 games, but over the last 15 games, he is batting .300 with an on-base percentage of .391 and a slugging percentage of .700. He has 6 home runs, 10 RBIs, and 7 walks in that span. So Jonathan India continues to be the Red of the future for me, and I believe everybody else.
Yeah. I don't think anybody really expected him to be this good, this consistently.
No.
He had a home run tonight.
Yes, he did. Stevenson also hit a home run tonight. And
Gutierrez pitched well. Tonight was the rookie showcase for the Reds.
Gutierrez is I know I see some notes on here, but we're kind of spoiler alerting our next part.
Yeah, my pitcher of the week is Gutierrez. I actually wrote this before today's game after he Just completely dismantled the Pirates, but by God, he did it again tonight with the Braves. I mean, the guy's great. He started off strong, kind of hit a rough patch there in the middle, and I mean, he's just pitching phenomenally. He has an ERA of 3.95, but he has an 8.3 win-loss record. Strikeouts are a little low, but man, he's just good.
Yeah, he is also my pitcher of the week, and mine wasn't before today's game. It was after watching today's game, because I was going to pick Wade Miley, even though he got destroyed in the one game. But no, Gutierrez, yeah, and it's so fun to watch him pitch. Like the movement that he puts on his pitches is just so good. I mean, his spin is insane. It's Cincinnati for sure.
John Boy did a breakdown just today on the possible balk that he did against the Pirates, but he actually at one point he puts the two pitches over top of each other from Gutierrez, and like how they both kind of start at the same starting point, but then like the one just completely breaks off, and he's like, "Dang, that's a good pitch." So John Boy got Gutierrez got some love from John Boy today.
Yeah, dude, it moves, man. He straight up moves that ball.
Yeah, he does. Biggest surprise, mine would be the roller coaster. I mean, we had all this momentum, beating up on the Pirates. You know, like you said, they were up high, and then once you get up high on the roller coaster, you gotta go down. And then there was Cleveland, there was Atlanta, and today there's Atlanta again. So hopefully, when they take on, I think it's the Phillies this weekend, they'll keep that up, and then they play the Cubs. Maybe this will be a long incline before they have to play somebody that's good. I don't know.
My biggest surprise, it's kind of along the same lines, but it's more tailored to one specific person. I bet you can guess who.
Jonathan India.
Well, no.
Good surprise or bad surprise?
Bad surprise. Well, I don't know if it's a
Suarez.
Yeah, it's Suarez, but I don't know if that was the right wording. Suarez, that's fine. He doesn't have any options. That's completely fine. Speaking of India, you make a good point. When India kind of took a little dip there in the beginning of the season after he was just like white hot for the longest time, they did not play him like at all. And
he was on the verge of getting demoted, I think, until Senzel got hurt. Hate to say it, Senzel getting hurt was a great thing for the team just because
it opened
India up. Yeah.
But like, why in the world? Why in the world? I know he's a rookie. I get it. Kinda. Not really. Still doesn't make sense. Why in the world would you sit the potential best rookie you've had? I mean, gosh, I'm not going to say forever because he's still got a ways to go. But in the longest time that anybody can remember, but you won't sit a guy that's batting 176 across the entire season, like just recently.
I completely get the argument for sitting him, but I also get the argument for not wasting him because he's an $11 million player.
I don't care. They screwed up. Sometimes you just got to bite the bullet and realize that you paid the wrong person.
He should be a bench bat, but I also think part of it is them easing Moose back in.
Why?
Also, I think it's matchup really. I think Moose's splits against lefties is like really, really bad.
I don't care. It can't be worse. It can't be worse.
Stack us. Let's find out.
His overall average can't be that much worse when batting against left-handeds as opposed to Suarez's overall average against everybody.
You want to bet?
What?
Moose versus righties bats 288.
Okay.
Moose versus lefties bats 095.
Well, okay, add those together and take the average.
No.
Yeah.
His average on the year is 248. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's still above and beyond. I don't care what you say.
I'm gonna look up Suarez.
What was those numbers? 288
for righties. And then 095 for lefties. Remember that. I'm gonna look up Suarez. Okay, Suarez may be worse. I mean, I doubt it. I think he hits lefties as well as he can, given how he's playing right now.
If you take the average of those two averages,
I think then you just get the average, man.
No, it's 0.191.
So Suarez. Oh shoot, this actually isn't much better. Suarez is 186 against righties, 133 against lefties.
That's insane. You cannot tell me. I don't freaking give a crap if it's 0.095. That's a joke. He still doesn't deserve to be against left-handed pitchers if he's still batting 0.135.
I mean, yeah, I agree. Suarez is bad this year. He's probably the worst player on the team.
He's the worst player on the team by far.
Yeah,
by far,
from
because
yeah,
Shogo
I
turned it
agree.
around too. I
I
considered
forgot about
Shogo,
Shoga.
but Shogo's completely turned it around. He's did a complete 180, and Aquino is actually developing and growing. India's the dude. Stevenson's the dude. Barnhart still is consistent enough to not be in that conversation. Farmer's on fire. Everybody. Moose coming back off
Everybody
of
but
injury.
Suarez. I mean, I agree with you.
Everybody but
If he
Suarez.
had options, he would not be on this team.
But
he doesn't.
He can be on the team. I'm not saying that. I mean, I am, because I just think it's a joke, and I don't think he'll come back like we think he will.
So you better learn how to pitch, Suarez.
Right, because just sit him on the bench.
Yeah.
I don't care if he's worth $11 million. What does it matter if you're pay him $11 million and help the team win a World Series? Because then you get whatever you want out of him, and he's a World Series champion, and then you go trade him for anything.
No. All right. Let's look ahead. Okay. We've spent a lot. I should have just named this episode Cortland Hates Suarez.
You might have to do that at some point.
Yeah. All right. Look ahead. The Reds place. Gosh, it's been a long day, long week. The Reds. I'm losing it, man. I'm losing it. The Reds play the Phillies this weekend and then have a 3-game series against the Cubs. I closed out of my MLB standings like a silly goose. Let me find those real quick.
Phillies? You mean like horses?
What?
Phillies fan? You mean horses?
The Phillies are actually on top of that division, 60-55. They're 8-2 over their last 10. That'll be tough. The Cubs, we talked about them a minute ago. They're 52-65. They're 1-9 in their last 10. So stick to numbers, Clark says. I can't. I'm bumbling those, man. I should just mute my mic. You know what? I am.
All right. Yeah. So the Phillies, like Justin said, 8-2 over the last 10. Cubs are 1-9. I think we're going to sweep the Phillies.
Oh, jeez, man.
They're going to see this episode and they're going to listen to me, and they're not going to put Suarez in for those 3 games. And we're going to sweep the Phillies.
You want to make a bet?
No.
I didn't think so.
But I can be hopeful.
Do you want to bet that they sweep, or do you want to bet that they don't put Suarez in?
What would be what's the bet? That just depends.
$10.
No way.
Clark says now he feels like a jerk. I'm sorry, Justin. You rule. He didn't correct that. Yeah, jerk.
Phil Too Young also commented too.
Oh, I didn't see that. Gina's mom doesn't hate him. She doesn't.
I don't hate him. He's a great clubhouse presence. He should be in the front office. Let's just put it that way.
What? Oh gosh, Cortland. All right.
He should be director of fan interaction.
So you said that he should be the guy that goes up in the stands and plays like the Skyline Chili, like mix and match game or whatever. Yep. I would love that.
Yeah, he'd be great at it. I mean,
they could really send him
or
a
broadcaster. There. He'd be a hilarious broadcaster.
He would be so great. Him and Jim Day. I would love to watch like a show. Let's have Bill Lawrence, the creator of Ted Lasso, make a show about sports broadcasters and cast Suarez and Jim Day. That'd be the greatest show on earth.
I don't know what you call it. I love you, Jim Day.
Yeah.
I love you, Jim Day.
Oh, jeez. Clark. Mother Teresa and the Pope hates Gino for the way he's playing this year, says Clark. Not me. I did not say that about this.
I can't speak for them.
We're gonna get hit with like a slander lawsuit. The Pope did not say that. Okay, so you think they're gonna sweep the Phillies, right?
They're gonna sweep the Cubs, baby.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Based on how the team is done, I'm not gonna. Oh, Clark says he's Catholic. He can say that. Okay, that's funny.
We'll just say Clark said it.
Clark said it. I'm going to say that they're going to ride that roller coaster up, right?
Yeah. Based off your notes, I don't feel like you're riding the roller coaster up.
Well, hang on. I'm not entirely. They won today, okay? But this is one of those little short whoop. One of those little whoop roller coasters. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So it's going to go like Braves, Phillies, Phillies, Phillies. So 1 and 2, right?
Okay.
And then Cubs up.
Cubs.
So 1-2 to the Phillies. They're going to sweep the Cubs. That's my prediction.
Sweep, baby.
Sweep, baby. If they sweep both, that's the name of the
sweep,
episode.
that's the next
Sweep,
episode,
sweep, baby. Sweep, baby. And we got to have brooms on the show.
I'll do that. I'll go buy a broom.
All right.
Oh man, this was good.
Been a fun episode, except all the Suarez abuse. Hey, you know what? I hope next week you have to do an apology video for Suarez.
Hey, I'm all for it. If he goes 4 for 4 in the next 6 games, then he'll get an apology. If he does anything less than that,
what if he goes 3 for 4 in the next 6 games
total? Then get rid of
3 for 4 in each game.
Maybe, yeah. If he's batting over 500 for the next 6 games, we'll talk.
For the next 6 games, if he bats over 500, you're gonna give him an apology video.
Yeah, I'll actually try to write one out and make it sincere, and we can tag him in it. But then he might
get upset. He might be like, "F those guys."
Then he might watch these episodes, and
we know Joey Votto watches them, and we told them, we're like, Joey, don't let Suarez see these episodes.
Do not.
Cortland gets a little mean.
I'm not trying to be mean, man. I'm just trying to be logical. If I was running the organization, things would be different.
Yeah. All right. So you say they're going to sweep, baby. I say they're going to 1-2. Wait, 1-2, 3. Okay. So, all right. If people aren't watching and they just hear my voice, the inflection change, they're like, what is wrong with that guy? What is he doing? All right. That's all I have. Do you have anything?
Nope. That's it.
Pretty solid episode. Oh, wait, hang on. Clark will bake Suarez apology brownies. Clark, you better send those our way, man.
Yep.
Unless you put funny stuff in them.
Yeah, no, we don't want those ones.
In that case, Cortland wants them.
No.
I'm just kidding.
I don't like funny stuff.
All right, guys. This has been a fun episode. Glad you all were here. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, retweet, tweet, hashtag, all of that. Subscribe, leave a review. One place we could really use some heck no, Betty Crocker only, Clark says. Our YouTube numbers are a little low. I know most of our viewers do come from Facebook, but why don't you just hit that subscribe button for us?
Yeah, we got old Phil Too Young tonight.
Phil Too Young, hit that subscribe button, Phil. Clark says, great episode as always. Clark, thanks for always being here too. We missed you last week, although you were a very big part of the show with the Kansas City conversation.
Yes.
I mean, about halfway into that episode, it just got goofy.
To that one.
It was fun. I listened to it. Sometimes I don't listen to the episodes after.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, some days I'm like, I lived it. Why do I need to go back and re-listen? But man, I listened to that one and it was a good time. If you aren't listening, you are missing out, says Clark. We agree. That's all I have though. Cortland, you have anything you want to add?
Nope. Sweep, baby.
Sweep, baby.